What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a Call of Duty Black Ops 1 video. That's right, not Call of Duty 2. This is Call of Duty Black Ops 1. I don't know what it is. I'm going back to every Call of Duty this month, except for Black Ops 2. That's the only one I haven't played in like the last 2 weeks. And the reason I went back to this game was, one, out of curiosity, and two, to see what gameplays I had in theater mode, because I was like, oh, what gameplays do I have in theater mode? Because I wanted to use a Black Ops 1 game today to talk about a topic that's relatable to Call of Duty Ghosts. But before I get into that, I just want to introduce the gameplay and talk about a few things nostalgic. This is a gameplay of domination, 70 kills on Nuketown. And I'm not using high-end killstreaks in this game, not using Ghost fucking Pro, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. But I was using like Mortar Strike, Napalm Strike, Blackbird, no chopper gunner, no dogs, just doing it the old-fashioned way. I was kind of being a camping douche in some parts, and for the most part of the game, I'm not really playing the objective offensively, but I am playing defensively, so my teammates get the flags and I stop them from losing them. So, but anyway, yeah, the original Black Ops, I mean, you could say what you want about it, that it was the first game to introduce theater mode, so there was a lot of lag. A lot of people believe that statement. I don't know if it's true or not. But yeah, after you play Modern Warfare 2 for a year, and then you get this, and it takes so many more bullets to kill people, and the game pace is so much slower. I could see why a lot of people hated it, and why they just kept playing Modern Warfare 2 until MW3 came out, which that sucks too, because that game was worse. And that's about what the big problems were. But if I could just bring out one point, my point that I want to bring out that makes this game bad is Ghost Pro. And I think that that's something that everybody can agree upon. Ghost Pro makes this game so fucking slow and so stupid that it is borderline unbearable. I mean, if you get into a good lobby on a small map, Ghost Pro is kind of pointless, but, you know, it's kind of unavoidable with the map rotation. So, for example, after I recorded this gameplay out of theater mode, I was like, you know, I'm curious. I'm going to go play some team deathmatch on this game just to see what it's like. And I was just messing around. I didn't even put on my headset. I had my TV volume on, which is something I never do when I play Call of Duty. And I just used some kind of crazy classes, dual-wield Scorpions, you know, just some things to have fun with. And so we're playing this game on TDM, and one of my teammates throws up a UAV, and it does the UAV sweep across the radar, and guess what? No red dots. All 6 players on the enemy team were using Ghost. And after a couple minutes of getting killed by silenced ACOG M16s in corners, and FAMASs, and Claymores, I was like, fuck this. This is stupid. So what would have been an otherwise great game is ruined by one perk. And I know a lot of people complained about Assassin Pro being even much worse in Modern Warfare 3, which I think it was because it countered more than its Ghost Pro counterpart did in Black Ops. So it just goes to show you how one small oversight can just really destroy a game. And if I remember correctly, they had a playlist that had no last stand, or, well, in this game it was called Second Chance, but they had a playlist that would take away Ghost and Second Chance, so you couldn't have them on your loadout because people complained about it so much. And I read in a lot of magazines that people hated it because Ghost Pro really slowed this game down. So, I mean, I don't know. I would love to go back to this game and do a series or do a live comm or something with it, but it would just be kind of slow. And I'm not all about everybody hiding in a corner, playing like a bunch of, you know, babies or whatever. So there is that. But anyway, let's get back to the main point of this video, and that is how this game relates to Call of Duty Ghosts. Doesn't really relate to it a whole bunch, but there's one feature that they are taking from this game that they're going to put in Call of Duty Ghosts that I'm actually kind of excited to finally get again. And that is COD points. And if you've never played this game, or if you've just never heard of COD points, what COD points were, when they were first introduced in Black Ops 1, it was the currency system that you would use to unlock just about anything for your created class. Now, you still had to level up in order to get your items, but once you unlocked them, you had to pay for them. And you earn this currency or COD points just by playing multiplayer. And I think it all depended on your score or score per minute or something like that at the end of the game, but let me show you the actual custom class screen in this game. So this is what your loadout set up like. Now you go to your weapon And here you can pay for attachments. And the reason that I like this is because that I don't have to grind away to get attachments. I can just buy whatever I want or whatever I want to experiment with and fuck the rest. So like an ACOG scope, I don't really need that, so I'm not going to spend time unlocking it. And even if it's just happened to be unlocked no matter what I do, that still kind of sucks because I got to wait for my attachment that I want. When this method's a little bit better, you just buy it. You buy your perks, you know, you buy your equipment, you buy your customization for your soldier. Like this game had face paint, you could buy your gun camo. And the idea was that every other attachment cost something different. I think mostly the guns cost the same amount of COD points across the board. But overall, I like this idea. And the reason that I like this idea now, because back when this game was still, you know, in its heyday, I didn't really like it because it didn't really give me that much to work for. I didn't have to challenge myself to unlock attachments or unlock camos. I could just buy, you know, like in this game, you could just buy gold camo. I think it was like 50,000 COD points. I mean, that's a lot, don't get me wrong, but it's still, you're just buying it. You're not, I don't even have to use the weapon to unlock the camo. I could just use a different weapon, get my COD points, and buy the camo for another weapon. You see what I'm saying? So there wasn't really anything to challenge myself when using, you know, COD points, because I could just buy everything. But after another game of grinding up your weapon and grinding up your prestiges in Modern Warfare 3, and then we got another game where you're grinding up your weapon, you're grinding up your prestiges in Black Ops 2, even though they did the right thing in Black Ops 2 where, you know, you don't lose any of your attachments or camo progress if you prestige. You only lose it if you prestige the weapon, which I don't even think you lost the camo for that. I think you just lost your attachments, but correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm ready for a game where I don't have to do that much grinding, because if you're like me, you've been playing Call of Duty since COD 4, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, however many games where you spent a good part of the year just grinding to get shit. So I think this is better. I think COD points are a lot better in a sense that we can just buy what we want. We don't have to waste our time with silly attachments that don't work, like ACOG scopes, you know, and you don't have to wait for attachments or guns that you want. You know, despite what they'll probably do is they'll probably still have like, this gun is unlocked at this level and then you got to buy it. But I think it's really good for the attachment aspect of the weapon, because like, remember the millimeter scanner from Black Ops 2? It was the last attachment unlocked for the guns that it worked on. But that thing sucked. It didn't really do what it was supposed to do, and the thing that really sucked about it was because it was a reticle that was able to see through walls and smoke. You couldn't attach full metal jacket in order to shoot through the walls to get the campers. So it's like, why is this the last attachment that you unlock and I have to wait so long for it, and it's the newer one and it doesn't really even work better than a red dot? So I think COD points are a breath of refresh air, a re-breath of fresh air. I don't even really know how to describe where I came up with that phrase just now. But I welcome COD points back to the series so that I don't have to constantly grind and sit there and be like, oh, I fucking hate this gun, but I got to use it because I want to get this and this for it. When I can just put the gun on and be like, hey, I want to use rapid fire. Let's get some points and I'll buy it. So I think that's better. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. But like I said, I'm ready to stop grinding for weapon attachments. Let's just get what we want and get it out of the way and screw the ones that we don't. So thank you for watching, everybody. Have a good day.